Today, Precarious plays Stardew Valley!
Have I ever told you about wanting to play The Sims as a child? This might not seem related to Stardew Valley, but I promise it is, in a surprising way.
I don't think so. I thought you just played The Sims as a child. I didn't realize there was a whole lot of anything to...
No, I didn't get to play The Sims until I was, almost like college age.
Mm.
That didn't happen for a long time.
Really?
See, yes.
Why?
Well, here's the thing.
Alright, so this is a story.
Oh,
what you have for me.
This has turned into stories on stories. Actually, here's another story to add to the top of the pile. We're playing with like magic rules, so the one played most recently, you have to go from the top of the stack to the bottom to resolve.
Understandable.
The way it works, this show, I mean to say, is I panic about what we're going to talk about every single day we sit down to record.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't think of any. What do we do on the show? We have like 1,000 episodes, and I don't know what we talk about ever. And then we sit down, and I'm like, oh God, say a word, sing any word, say something. And then once you say a thing, it's like, oh, that's what we're talking about today. For a long time, probably too long.
No.
It's like, oh geez, that's like 5 episodes right there.
Have I ever told you about toes? Toes are weird.
No, don't even.
5 episodes later. And that concludes my lecture on all of the ligaments that happen between your toes. I'm glad you asked.
But now, can you tell me, how do they relate to fingies?
All
Really?
right.
You said you wanted to go to the...
Yes.
You need to go there now, because it closes much earlier than you think it does. It's like it's either at 4 or 6. I can't remember if it's the blacksmith or the museum. One of them closes at 4, the other closes at 6, and you mess this up all the time. I'm sick of it. As your friend, I'm tired of watching you let you do this to yourself. This is an intervention. Go to the museum. Learn something, damn it.
It's already worked.
Make something of yourself.
It's happening.
But I didn't expect it to be so easy, and I've got a whole thing planned. I've got banners, man.
It's like,
One of them just says, read a book, except I know that I just got a pictograph, and it's just a pictographic representation of book.
Oh, can you get stuff here?
Yeah, but you might wanna, there it is.
Oh, I don't see why I would waste money on this, but I kind of want to. Oh, it's just like the real thing. Yay!
Well, 100 energy is a lot. Is that a good value?
I can cook. I know how to, I've got food at home.
Can you make ice cream?
I don't know the answer to that.
You should probably get an ice cream.
All right, I'll get 2.
Get 1 ice cream.
I'm gonna get an ice cream and put it in my chest. Never, ever, ever eat it.
Okay. The Sims. I wanted to play The Sims from the first time I saw it. I saw it when my family was going to investigate purchasing like a computer for the very first time. And I remember it's whenever computers were still such an incredible novelty. They were so hot and fresh and new.
Yeah.
That each manufacturer, like each of the big ones, right? Like your Dell, and I think maybe Intel. They could maintain a store front, right? So we went to like a Dell store. Now, like I think that a lot of Best Buys, which are very general, are closing, right?
Yeah.
So imagine that. Imagine a time when you could look out the bay window of a Dell store and see a Stegosaurus grazing on cavemen. No, that's how it works.
Should I put the iridium ore in the museum?
That is a higher level of crafting ore. It's not a... I don't think it is. Copper and iron, they're not donatable Are they?
Granite?
Granite and the yellow one if you haven't already donated it.
No, I haven't. What is it?
Oh, no, I
Calcite?
think you may have, because I think that's what provides the description, isn't it? Well, I mean, just talk to him. He'll let you know. He knows.
Or walk.
No, because if you just talk to him, then it grays it out, because he won't accept the same thing more than once. Yeah.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, there it is, right there. Okay.
So The Sims, maybe The Sims 2, but probably just The Sims. It dominated a lot of the game space in that store because of all of the expansions, right? At that point, really, the only other touchstone I had for PC gaming, I had family that had a work computer.
A quote-unquote work computer?
No, it was a work computer at a job, but they had installed the original StarCraft on it.
Oh,
and
what
Brood
a good person.
Yeah, so I would play that. Probably more than they should have allowed. Seeing all of the expansions for The Sims, though, that was completely foreign to me. The idea of getting a game and then expanding upon that game after the fact, right? Because at that point, the only thing remotely close to that is, geez, like buying Banjo-Tooie after playing Banjo-Kazooie. No, not even that. That's just a sequel, right?
Yeah.
This is just a sequel. Although I will say that those two, Banjo-Tooie was significantly harder than Banjo-Kazooie, so it did feel a little bit more like an expansion. Same thing with Majora's Mask, actually. Getting off topic. The point is, I was not allowed to play any games, even like browser flash games. I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but I wasn't allowed to do shit with our family computer because my parents, I was going to say didn't, but I should say don't, know how they work in the slightest. So they were convinced that it would somehow damage them. Really, I think it was just a power play, right?
Yeah.
They were like, no.
No, because we say so.
Right. It wasn't even, like, I think that it was always like a different, equally lame excuse. It's like, they take too long to shut down, and if I need to use it, and I want to use it right then you're going to be belly aching about having to save your game for 15 minutes. And it's like, PC gaming is more than any other play space, save for maybe handhelds. Like, there's often a button on the keyboard just dedicated to saving the game immediately. You know, it's called Quick Save.
Yeah, but they didn't know that.
Of course
wouldn't
not.
listen to you.
No.
So there you are.
Yeah.
You couldn't play The Sims.
Right, couldn't play The Sims until I got a laptop, and it was one of the first games that I got for PC. It was The Sims 3. No, I'm sorry. It was The Sims 2, and then Sims 2 University. At that point, I thought it was pretty entertaining, but the whole reason why I wanted it is because of how similar it sounded to Harvest Moon, conceptually. Which is how I bring this all back around to connect it to Stardew Valley. I see for me, there's a lot of psychic tissue connecting The Sims and Harvest Moon. To me, it really represents, those two games do a good job of representing like the differences between PC and console gaming, right?
Yeah. I
would say that most Harvest Moon games, and now Story of Seasons, they're a bit more focused and polished than the contemporary Sims game. Like whatever one is most recent. I don't know if that's so true with The Sims 4. I don't know. I think that I could probably... I think that The Sims 4... that still holds up pretty well between Rune Factory, the most recent Rune Factory, and the most recent version of The Sims, right? Because it's like The Sims, you're controlling like a whole family potentially, but bless you, right in your eternal soul, right in your blasphemous Martian body.
I put this chicken statue in here to make all the goats jealous.
No. You can put it right outside.
Put it in my house.
I think you can put. Can you not? Is it just not close enough?
I think it's just for my house.
Oh, I guess it must just be a decor item. You know, I never thought to try to like put a TV outside or anything. Got some honey.
Yay! I can't. Oh yes, I did. I put the bucket away. Thank goodness.
So I think that this is probably a pretty solid spot to call it quits for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to discuss what if The Sims, but also with brutal highway banditry.
What?
And samurai murder. Don't worry, if you lose a limb, we have biomechanical replacements. Huh? Huh? Okay, I'm glad.